Hola, good morning. Day 30. Let's go. So we are, Wednesday? Let's start at the top of our mat like we do every single day of this month anyway. So we're going to take our hands above head on an inhale. Connecting at the top. We're going to exhale, bring them down past the midline of our body back to our side. From here, we're going to sweep up on the next inhale, engage our glutes, and take our gaze back as far as we can, bending that back. Exhale, we fold forward, we hinge our hips, bend the knees if you need to, taking the fingertips to the toes. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. We find the floor with our hands. We're going to step back to a high plank. And from our high plank, we shift forward on an inhale. We exhale, we lower down, we tuck our elbows, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, whatever you're feeling this morning or this afternoon. Exhale back to our downward dog. In here, we do our body scan. So we're paying attention, we're taking our hips from side to side. We're creating movements that we enjoy in our own self. Generally, it's 3 to 5 rounds of breath. And we enjoy the movements. We pay attention to any tension we may be holding, aiming to work on that. In our session this morning, pull those ankles down as far as you can, pull the chest down towards the mat. And then looking up between our thumbs, we slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. We exhale, we fold forward. Nice big inhale, taking our arms above head, back to our side. Right, let's take our feet out hip width apart. And we're going to find a chair position. So we're going to inhale, we're going to take our butt down, arms up, and we find our chair pose. We exhale, we fold forward, touching those toes, bending the knees if you need to. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. We come down to the floor, we find our plank again. So from our high plank, we shift forward on an inhale. We exhale, down, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, back to our downward dog. We step forward our right foot. We're going to find our warrior one, taking our fingertips to the sky, arms back down to earth, back to our high plank. Shift forward on an inhale, exhale, lower down, low plank, inhale, upward dog or cobra, whatever you've got going on. Exhale, downward dog, step forward the left foot, warrior one, reach the fingertips as high as you can, back down to the ground with those hands. Back to the high plank. Last one, shift forward on an inhale. Exhale, lower down, tuck the elbows. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. And again, in this downward dog, we are taking 3 to 5 rounds of breath. And we're paying attention to what is going on within the self. Any tension we may be holding. We breathe, we move. You can make circles with your butt. You can bend the knees one by one or together. You just find the movements that feel good within the self. Pull the chest down towards the mat, gaze up between the thumbs. We're going to slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, drop the butt, bend the knees, and we find our chair. Back to the side. Right, yoga squat. So let's find our yogi squat. Nice wide stance, about as wide as our mat. We bring our butt down to where we can take her, and we find a yoga squat. We're going to have our arms in front of us this morning. And we're just going to rock from side to side. Swaying. We're going to lift our arms up into a Y position. Taking that butt down as far as we can. We're balancing. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling fully. Alright, we'll bring her back down. We're going to bring our hands together, push those knees out with the elbows, and we're rocking from side to side again. Taking some decent rounds of breath, aiming to have that back nice and straight and tall. We're going to open up those arms again, find our Y position, palms facing each other. We're breathing. And bring those arms back, push those knees out with those elbows rocking from side to side. And we're going to take our hands to our mat, lift up that butt, give her a bit of a wiggle. Let's move our feet to the back of our mat and walk our hands to a downward dog position. We're going to have our feet hip width apart, arms shoulder width apart, and we're going to bring forward our right foot and we're going to take her to the outer side of the right hand. So we've got our lizard. So we'll drop our knee into our lizard pose. We're going to hold here and we're going to pay attention to what's going on in that hip, the sensations. You can take that foot out so the toes pointing towards the corner of the mat if it feels more comfortable. So we're aiming to keep that foot flat on the ground, on our mat. And we're just leaning forward, breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. We're going to bring our left elbow to our mat, and if that is too much for you, keep your palm flat. So we're going to bring that elbow down. We're going to take our right hand, place it on that knee, and we're just gently opening up. And take our gaze up towards the ceiling. A few rounds of breath here. See if you can gently push that knee out. We're not forcing anything. And then we'll come back, bring those palms back to the mat. We'll tuck the back toes, lift that leg, and we're just going to rock backwards and forwards. Bring that leg back. We'll switch over. So left foot comes to the outer side of the left hand. Finding our lizard again. Dropping that back knee. Again, if you need to, take the foot so it's on an angle, so the toes sort of going past the corner of the mat. Direction. Right, so finding our lizard and just moving into it, feeling the sensations going on. Paying attention, always paying attention. And we can choose to stay up and do it like so, or if you feel comfortable, take that elbow down. Take that hand on that knee, and we're just taking our gaze up. We're aiming to keep that foot nice and flat and grounded. Taking our gaze up, gently pushing that knee outward. We're breathing, cool, calm, and controlled. And we're enjoying that stretch, I hope. No pain. There should be no pain, and if there is, back it up. We don't do pain, we do limits. No pinching. It should be enjoyable. Make sure you're breathing. Relaxed. Alright, bring those hands back. Tuck those back toes, lift up. Go backwards and forwards. Rock backwards and forwards, and we're going to come back to a high plank. And we're going to do 3 half pigeon plank switches like we do every Wednesday. So we try and keep our shoulders above our wrists as much as we can the entire time. So we bring forward the right knee, drop it down, drop the back knee, point the toes, look up, back down, tuck the toes, lift the knee, high plank. Left side, left knee behind the left wrist, drop the back knee, point the toes, lift the chest, back down, tuck the toes, lift the knee, and back to high plank. Right side. So we're going 3 times. Open up, look up, down, bring back to high plank, lift, drop down, open up, back down with those palms, high plank, right side, last one, tuck the toes, lift the knee, high plank, left side, drop the knee, point the toes, lift the chest, back down, tuck the toes, lift the knee, high plank, done. Right, dog flow. So we're going to exhale for our downward dog, and then we're inhaling, coming forward to a upward dog position variation. So we're not going to point the toes, we're staying here. So this is our inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're going to go, let's go for 6. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Nice. Bring that chest down towards the mat the best you can, and we're going to bring our butts down to the mat. We've got our leg raises. So we'll start with our straight legs in front of us. So we're going to go 3 rounds of 5. So our fingertips between our knee and our hip, and we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex, drop, fold, and again, fingertips at our side, point the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex, drop the heels, fold forward. And if you fold forward to your shins, that works. You go where you can. Right, last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop, fold. Right, straddle. So legs apart, point the toes, fingertips on the ground, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop, fold. Whew. And another round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop, fold. Last round. Whew. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop, fold. Nice. Right, I'm gonna come to our forearms. We've got our Sphnix Push-Ups. Last bit of work. So we're finding our forearm plank. And let's go for 10 this morning, or this afternoon, whatever it is right now for you. So we're pushing the palms, lifting the elbows. 1. And pushing the palms, lifting the elbows. On the inhale, exhale down. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice wide spread out fingers. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. And last one. 10. Nice. Holding that forearm plank. Let's just rock backwards and forwards. And we'll drop the knees, the feet, the hips. We'll push our butt back. And we'll come to a child's pose. Oh, stretch the arms out as far as we can in front of us. Drop the head. And we finish here. Take the time, all the time you need. Work with the breath. Namaste. See you tomorrow, the last day of 2025. Kudos. Well done and shot. Thanks for joining.